There's been a lot of discussion on what's going on with G4TV over the past week, and that's because of the meltdown that their Xplay host, Frosk, had on the Xplay channel. They were so proud of it, in fact, that they clipped the entire segment and posted it on their Xplay channel, which is now sitting at 33,000 dislikes to 3.4 thousand likes. Didn't quite go over how they thought it would. They thought that this was going to be cheered, championed. Everybody was going to love it. Everybody was going to go crazy and say that this was stunning and brave, when only 2 gaming outlets have come out and said, oh, that's great, Slay Queen. You got Frosk bitten, all of that stuff. That didn't quite happen. Kotaku and I think GameSpot or Game Rant or whatever came out and backed her. Other than that, I think most people are looking at this situation and saying, the fuck were you doing? Why did you do this meltdown? And it's caused some problems for the channel. You can't disagree with that. G4TV, their main channel, has been bleeding since the 13th of January. It's finally kind of stopped a little bit. They haven't really lost any subs as far as I can see over the past 3 days. But you will notice their views are down. They've been losing a lot of subs. And I think that this reboot is probably already in the trash can. You got to imagine that Comcast and the people that are overseeing the G4TV reboot probably not very happy. Probably a little upset, I would imagine. And, you know, the way that Frosk has handled this has been pretty embarrassing. Adam Sessler, a lot of nasty shit that this man has said has come up, particularly the tweet that I like to always point to, where he said that he would love to watch Republican family members die while he sips champagne. So he would like to sip champagne and watch his family pass away. Kind of disgusting. He's a pretty toxic dude. It's a Gundam did a really good video on this situation and really deep dived on him, and he's quite a nasty character, Adam Sessler. I have to agree with what Gundam said in his video. I don't understand why people have such fond memories of this guy. He's a toxic person. When I think back to G4TV, I mostly think of Olivia Munn and Morgan Webb. So, you know, I didn't really give a shit about Adam Sessler. But anyway, let's see what Frosk is saying today. Did you know that if you are criticizing this situation, guess what you are? You're an outrider.
What a story, Mark.
This is fresh off the presses today, by the way. A couple of hours ago, this is pointed and brought to my attention. Coming off of the original post talking about how nerd culture is toxic. Frosk decided to chime in and say, I work in gaming. I'm currently having multiple YouTubers send their followers after me on every platform, this one included, because I did a 3-minute segment on sexism that asked the panel to rant about something that annoyed them in gaming within a 2-hour show. Now, here's what's funny about this. First off, I always say, don't go bother anybody. Everybody says that. Nobody has control over what people do. All I'm doing is commenting on what a public figure is doing in the gaming community. And that's exactly what happened. And I find this funny. This is always the defense that, oh, this rant was a part of a 2-hour show, a whole show. But you're forgetting to point out, Frosk, that you took that clip. Well, at least your bosses took that entire clip, a 4-minute clip. To be fair, it is like, because it starts off talking about Red Dead Redemption, then runs into this sexism thing. So maybe it's more like 2.5 minutes. And clipped it and placed this on the Xplay channel. Okay. So no one's going to watch this and say, well, I'm going to go watch the 2-hour segment. No, they're watching this where you literally tell people if they don't like it, don't watch it, and to pretty much F off. That's basically what you told your fans. And they're doing that in droves, by the way. As you can see, many of them decided to take up your advice and leave the channel. But Frosk doesn't have any. Frosk is a hired worker. I don't think that she has any investment in G4. She just hired to work there. Like, this is not a good employee behavior. But anyway, let's keep going. They believe I retaliated because I have been lying and spreading misinformation about exclusive releases since I mistakenly said Hogwarts Legacy was an exclusive release. I think I actually asked if it was brought up. I can't quite remember. So, like, this, I do agree, like, if people were giving her a hard time about this, everybody makes mistakes. I've made mistakes. You go through a lot of information. If she did say just Hogwarts Legacy was a exclusive release, that's a pretty fair. I mean, like, it's a mistake. Say, oh, this is what happened, and then if she just says, oh, my bad, most people will just move on there. You know, just my bad. I messed up. It's not an exclusive. Nobody would have cared. The big blow up was when you went crazy and told people to fuck off on the G4TV 2-hour segment that got clipped into a 4-minute clip and posted proudly. Like, they're proud of this rant. That's why they posted it. Run center. It's still currently the new video. Well, at least when you go to their videos, it's the first thing that pops up on their uploads is that Frosk rant. And they even put the peace out sign as the thumbnail. That's what's hilarious about this, to be honest. But anyway, let's keep going. It's been an absolute shit show, and my DMs and emails look like an Xbox Live lobby, but the absolute disconnect of me calling out sexism and then them being incredibly sexist to me is pretty funny. Who's being sexist either? Like, I don't quite, like, no one's being sexist. People are criticizing you and talking about the things that you said. Absolutely. But I don't see anybody being sexist. And you said you were making all kinds of money off of this, so I don't quite get what you're complaining about. There are a lot of bad faith actors who have galvanized nerd communities against marginalized voices and women in particular. There's a great book on the alt-right that details how Gamergate was the first practice run for the nebulous alt-right to deploy their harassment tactics. Our experiences of these instances are left over from their efforts. So there you have it. Now we finally get to the end game here. People that are criticizing what happened on G4TV are now alt-righters and Gamergaters. And I like this meme that Lauren Masters posted here because it's absolutely true. New scientific study finds hashtag Gamergate responsible for everything that happens. It won't let it go. So, you know, I find this funny because, of course, now everyone that criticizes what happened with Frosk and G4TV is now an alt-right Gamergater sexist. We finally have come full circle. And I can't wait to see what happens next. I hope that there's another rant on G4TV. Let's go ahead and just burn it all down, I think is what they're saying over there in their offices. Let's just go all in and see what happens. Because that's what it seems like so far. That they're just going all in and trying to piss off as many people as possible. Maybe it's true. Maybe bad news is positive news. Like, no, all news is good news. I don't know. Maybe that's how they're taking it. But I mean, that you see that doesn't seem to be quite true as many people are leaving their channel. So I'd imagine that whoever the hell is over at Comcast and looking at this situation is probably pretty pissed off. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.